Right, so what's going on, everyone? So we're back. I don't know if you're about to hear me that great because it's quite loud where everything's cramped. But yeah, so this is the first drive. I was waiting for a bit of sunlight. So we're out now. Everything's creaking. It's an old car, isn't it? But yeah, so we're out. Just going on our first drive. We might as well go over sort of everything we've done to it. So it's been a while in the making, to be honest, isn't it? So the first video was probably 8 months ago, maybe. So since then we've changed all the clutch, the flywheel. We've done the gaskets on the oil, filter housing, oil cooler. We've undersealed all the wheel wells. We've put new anti-roll bar drop links. I've just pulled over because it's pretty loud and everything's creaking. So yeah, we put new anti-roll bar drop links. I said about undersealing it. We put new. I ended up getting 2 drive shafts and rebuilding it with the new gators. Re-greased them. What else have we done? So we've done the sump gasket. That was yesterday. We changed the oil squirter. We built the false floor in the rear. I think that's about it, and there's a lot more to come. It's actually on the road now, so everything it's all sweet, so I can drive it, get rid of all the niggly bits before we get on track. But I do want to go a lot further with this car, so I want to get some coilovers, some decent coilovers. I don't want to put cheap ones on there. Some decent coilovers. The wheels I really want are the Team Dynamics. I'll chuck it down here if I find them. I'd probably say in sort of the graphite colour, or even the bronze. I think the bronze would go really nice with the grey. Get a full roll cage, bigger brakes as well, and then tidy up the rear end of the car. So like do the R56 control arms, pulley bush them. Yeah, let's just get straight out into it. We might as well go for a little drive. We've just gone down the back where all the B roads are. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but that supercharger sounds unreal. You know, it's not a fast car, but it makes all the right sounds. It's got like natural from the factory overrun, so it's not too much, it's just right. And then you've got the supercharger line, but I think that's because it's had the airbox conversion, so it's had the cone filter converted into the airbox, so it gives it a bit more noise. So yeah. I can't really go for it because there's a car in front and he's driving 25 in a 60. So. We've got a nice little stretch here, so let's hear that supercharger. Don't get me wrong, but the way this handles on stock suspensions, it's unreal, and the sounds just it ticks all the boxes for a track car. In all honesty, I know you can get the Clio 182s, they're really good as well. They are really good, and I know people like the engines on these ain't brilliant. They're not brilliant. Don't get me wrong, they are not brilliant. Like this one's had a full engine rebuild. That's why I was comfortable buying it and putting money into it, like undersealing, etc. Because I know that the engine's sweet. So, but yeah, I mean, I can't imagine what it's going to feel like when it's on decent coilovers, some nice tyres and wheels. I think it's going to be unreal. I generally do. So, but yeah, it's getting proper hot in here. It's getting really hot. And it just feels like it just keeps pulling and pulling. Like it wakes up higher up in the RPMs. That's what I feel like. The only thing I could say is the tracking feels a bit out, which is understandable, because I've had all the front end off, all the subframe, steering rack's been out, everything. It's all been polybush. Everything's going to be a bit out of alignment because obviously the old bushes, they wear and tear. So when it gets tracked, it's never going to be absolutely perfect when you put new bushes in, because there'll be less movement, less play, etc. Got a little tunnel there. I think what makes this enjoyable is that, let me just go down again. What makes this enjoyable is that it's not got too much power, so you could just keep going and going. It's not over the top, you know. With the Golf R, it's just, you wouldn't be able to do that. You put your foot down and you can't enjoy it. It's too fast for the little B roads. That's why when it's something like this, that I could just have a laugh in, not panic, not worry if something breaks, you know, and then take this on track, and if it gets damaged, it gets damaged, do you know what I mean? We'll just rebuild it. So it's not that deep. But what we'll do is, my first time trying this view, so hopefully I'm doing it alright and you guys can see properly. So yeah, it's my first time using this view. Thought I'd give it a go, might as well, not. Got all the gear but no idea. So I've seen a few people use it, so we might as well give it a go. I think that'll wrap it up on this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We found a few things that needed to be sorted. You know, the tracking definitely needs to be done. Suspension needs to be done because the rear is quite floaty. So when you go around corners, you can feel it, and when you brake, you can feel the rear coming up. But then there's no weight in the rear, is there? Because we took everything out. So that's probably the reason. So I think the next thing we should do to this, let me know in the comments, should we do wheels, tyres first, or should we do coilovers? The rear seat delete looks pretty tidy there. So yeah, let me know what you want to see next, either the two I said, or if you lot can come up with something, then let me know in the comments, and I'll try and get that done for you guys. But yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Share it, like it. Make sure you subscribe. It takes 2 seconds. Hit that subscribe button. It's only going to get better. We're going to be doing track days. We've got the clutch on the Golf coming up next week. It's still the same week from the video before, so hopefully that'll be next week. And then we've got to do the bedding in process, but as soon as that's done, we'll be straight back out in it. getting the 0 to 60 times, 100, 200 kilometers. We'll get all of that, and then plus I want to try and get to pod as well in that. It's not really a track car. I don't want to write it off. So yeah, we'll get down to Santa Pod though, see what times we can get. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.